Welcome, you guys. Thank you for joining me for this video. Now, um, we're going to get straight into the channel message that I received. Your ancestors are more than likely communicating with you, and you could have some people who have done illegal research on your genealogy bloodline. They could also have tried to indoctrinate your bloodline into their beliefs to benefit off of the spiritual abilities or just simply, the resources that your genealogy bloodline was connected to. And they could have basically tried to have you fixed on their indoctrination to basically, if you try to if you do something natural according to your bloodline, you could have been shamed and guilted so that you would be afraid to actually explore your genealogy bloodline. So if you're watching this, you're being advised to do genealogy research, because more than likely your bloodline was indoctrinated and conditioned to believe that you cannot change your mind about something. And the people that indoctrinated your bloodline, they were able to benefit off the spiritual abilities as well as the resources of your genealogy bloodline. Interesting, right? I know I pissed some people off. Great. On that note, let's get the mini sound bowl so that we can heal the solar plexus chakra so we can get more clarity on what it is we need to know. Why would someone go as far as to indoctrinate a bloodline of people so that they can be separated from their ancestors? And I feel like today's reading will cover that to a certain extent. All right, so I'm gonna get the cards ready. And today's energy is keep it real. Keep it real. All right. I'm falling in love with this mini sound bowl. Y'all ready? Let's get into it. Most High, lead the way. I ask to deliver clear, concise, effective, emotional, manipulation free messages. I am your vessel, your servant. Lead and guide me. What information do you want me to put out? We're going to start. Ooh, I feel led to get outside my comfort zone. And we are using the playing cards Epic Tattoo. So we're going back to cardomancy. Now, this is letting me know that my genealogy bloodline could have, definitely been clairvoyant and just able to decode messages. And also, because I like to find out secrets of the secret societies, we got these bad boys. They be spilling all the tea. But because this is outside my comfort zone, I'm going to use the epic tattoos. So I feel like this message is saying, get outside your comfort zone. Ten of Hearts. And you see this beautiful tattoo, angel wings. There's a sword through a heart. So the imagery might have messages for you guys in it. We'll start with the first message. We have the Four of Diamonds with the Six of Hearts, with the Ten of Diamonds. I'm hearing the less you know, the better off you are. Now, that's not exactly true for this particular message. I'm picking up someone knows about your bloodline and they've been trying to kill it. They've been trying to kill the hell out of your bloodline. Also, there could be with that blood on this sword here, there could actually be ancestors that can be connecting with you who have been slain due to someone going above and beyond to keep you in the dark about your heritage. With this Four of Diamonds, you know, your bloodline is very resourceful and knows how to make the best out of anything. And you could have been given little to no information about your bloodline, and that was strategically done with this Four of Diamonds. But you also, may naturally, do things according to your bloodline, and this could be, raising awareness about where you come from, and the person who is connected to trying to keep you in the dark about your genealogy bloodline, their perception about your bloodline, um, there's a reason they're trying to kill your bloodline. Now I know somebody don't want me to get this message out, so that's why we're gonna use the secret society cards. Let's talk about it. So we have the Three of Spades here. Supported by the Queen of Swords and the Ace of Hearts. Okay? So this is saying that you could be cutting through the bullshit of what you have been told and getting deeper and deeper to the truth that there is something being hidden from you. So you could be cutting things out of your life that just doesn't feel right, that contributes to heartache, heartbreak, unnecessary sorrow. I feel like whoever's trying to kill off your family bloodline has a tendency to indulge in dangerous activities that can hurt them. But something about your bloodline is able to thrive no matter what. So they're highly reliant on your bloodline to keep going. Without your bloodline, I think they would have given up by now. I'm gonna keep it honest. With this Ace of Hearts, there's something about your bloodline that can keep going with the heartbreak the size of Texas. And whoever's trying to kill your bloodline off doesn't have that staying power. In fact, whatever heartache that they have caused themselves, they don't even know how to stomach that shit. So, something about your bloodline being among them and being present helps them have hope and determination to keep going. Now, understand you can be whatever your ethnic group is. If you have someone really trying to hit you where it hurts, there is a reason that they're doing it. Whoever is targeting your bloodline has access to resources to be able to do illegal research without your knowledge, to be able to see, they may even have artifacts that your bloodline used. And your bloodline may be considered a threat to them because the original way of your bloodline, before your bloodline got conditioned to, you know, accept scraps. We keeping it a buck, right? Today's energy is keep it real. They know whether or not they give your bloodline anything, y'all gonna find what y'all need. Your bloodline is resourceful. So these people understand it's kind of like they got extremely comfortable on the skill sets that your bloodline had. But now it's kind of like through their eyes, you're a threat to them because you know how they can become extinct without you. So if you're not willingly going along with what they want you to go with what they want you to do, they're trying to basically kill you off while they're basically breadcrumbing the hell out of you. This is the person that's targeting your bloodline. As I stated, they have resources to basically be able to, and I'm picking up on people who have artifacts connected to your original bloodline, and they don't want you to know about this shit. All right, let's keep going. So, with the Ten of Hearts supporting the Two of Diamonds and the Two of Clubs here, you see, I'm picking up this imagery. This imagery is gonna have something explain something. Someone's holding two roses. So I'm picking up your bloodline. You could have had the very same people who's trying to kill your bloodline off, trying to integrate into your bloodline. Real shit. Your bloodline may have some dominant traits to survive. When it comes to survival of the fittest, your bloodline will basically be able to survive. And whoever's trying to kill your bloodline off, they have been trying to prevent you from actually meeting someone who carries the same survival skill sets naturally. So to do it, they can target one. It's like they may target the females or they may target the males. Or whoever they can take out is who they gonna take out. It's something about your particular bloodline that it's kind of like it's like I'm picking up on some weird ass shit. I'm picking up on with this four of clubs here. They insinuated themselves into your bloodline by getting extremely comfortable with this four of clubs here. They were extremely persistent with this tiger up here. And it's like, it was like, to mate with you guys, they wanted to basically have a very strong, dominant DNA with like children. But the thing is, your DNA of your genealogy bloodline can maybe dominate theirs. This is some weird ass shit. So it's kind of like it's like they treated your bloodline like a science experiment. Ooh, or test tube babies. Ooh, they're strong, they're fast, they're intelligent. Oh shit. What would happen if we made it with them? And then when your genealogy bloodline's DNA overpowered theirs, and they also I'm picking up they have access to things that you don't even know about connected to your genealogy bloodline. Think, why is the dog barking? Why the dog barking like that? Oh, that dog's sensitive. That's what it is. Okay. Anyway, that's let me cleanse the energy. Maybe the baby is hopefully the baby's getting the stuff. It's like they force themselves into your bloodline. It's like they ferociously were so persistent on mating with your bloodline, and they didn't even want you to know about the resources that they have that can help you understand where you come from. So you could have little to no knowledge about where you come from. And there's people that actually know where you come from. They even I'm envisioning someone having an organized document with information on you because they have done so much illegal research. Now, when I say the mating process is kind of like a science experiment or a test tube baby, when your genealogy bloodline overtook theirs, they felt threatened because the amount of influence that your bloodline has, it would knock them straight out of whatever source of power that they think they have. Let's get some more information on this. We got the ace of clubs here, king of diamonds, and the two of hearts. Let's talk about it. Your bloodline, when you guys mate, you know what you guys want. So you're not about playing the field. It's kind of like I'm and I don't know what your bloodline, what your ethnicity is, but I'm thinking back to the original days before America got used to having a constitution or documents that basically prohibited us from practicing our human rights because it got so out of human behavior got so out of control. It was easy to create new regulations to get human beings in a state of oppression. All right. But your bloodline, when you guys mate, I'm picking up you guys go through a particular rite of passage and you choose your mates according to what you feel from the heart, not based off what someone stated that this is what healthy love looks like and this is how it's supposed to be performed and you're supposed to go to a court system and have papers signed. Yeah, I'm picking. Yeah, so it's kind of like whoever forced themselves onto your bloodline, they completely disrespected the rites of passages that your bloodline has set in place, and your ancestors ain't playing with it. Your bloodline, the masculines in your bloodline are so resourceful and understand what true wealth is, they can basically, you know, create financial stability. And I'm picking up the people that's trying to destroy your bloodline, like literally with this heart here, with this no, with this 10 of hearts here. There is a whole ass sword through this heart and this blood. I'm picking up, they got so threatened by your bloodline, they were willing to kill off the masculine energy. Now you see how this 10 of hearts. I don't know why I said 10 of swords, but somebody is triggered by what I'm saying. But keep watching because I feel there's something you need to hear. Um, with this 10 of hearts and this king of pentacles, your bloodline knew how to create a stable foundation, following the rites of passages, and they didn't let their dick get in the way. So whoever's trying to destroy your bloodline has lack of self-discipline, and they let their dicks get them in trouble. Your genealogy bloodline originally used to be able to have financial independence, and there wasn't gender roles, and their family felt loved. And they didn't come outside and act like the family didn't come outside and act like they was happy. They knew to keep their business to themselves. So whoever's targeting your bloodline is looking to kill. It's like they try to target the masculines. And one of the ways they try to target the masculines is by setting temptation up for them. And this is simply a rite of passage, you know. The masculine energies have to learn how to keep that, control their sexual urges. Because whoever's trying to kill off your genealogy bloodline doesn't know how to control their sexual urges, okay? So, if you do have a sex addiction, take the time to heal that shit. Go through the growing pains of not, you know, um, being able to satisfy a quick nut. It is what it is. Now, let's go to the next one. With the 10 of hearts here and the 5 of spades. When I say these, whoever's targeting your bloodline is literally trying to kill off the masculine energy so they can leave the female energy with no protection. So the female energy can just, if there's children, especially if children are involved, they want to the kill off the masculine energy by basically setting up temptation traps everywhere. And if that lets you know anything, temptation traps is the best way to take out the people trying to kill off your genealogy bloodline. All right. But they willing to basically kill your bloodline with this 5 of spades however they can. And they specifically target the masculine energy. It's done so strategically that it looks as if the masculine energy just don't know how to stay out of trouble. So this is where your genealogy bloodline could have been it could have went from being a harmonious family dynamic in which the masculine energy supported the feminine energy, being equal counterparts and having their own material resources and not combining it, to now your bloodline can have generational trauma of abusive family dynamics and be trying to hide that shit. And this is traits of the people trying to kill off your bloodline. Mm-mm-mm-mm-mm. But what's driving this insanity to kill your bloodline off is fucking psychosis with the 7 of hearts here. The whoever's trying to kill your bloodline is willing to win by any means necessary. Even if they have lost, they're sore losers, and they will basically keep your bloodline around to benefit off of them. At the same time, strategically be setting your bloodline up for failure to kill them off. And it is something in their psyche where they have psychosis, where it's kind of like they're willing to try to basically get things in their favor by any means necessary. It's like they believe to fight till the death, and it's like, what the fuck? Who naturally came out the womb thinking like that? Let's logic here. When you a baby and you come out the womb, you're not thinking I have to win by any means necessary. No, you thinking you want love and warmth. So I'm picking up whoever's trying to kill your bloodline off. Possibly ain't used to love. Possibly ain't used to genuine affection. And people without genuine affection, bro. When I say when they actually experience genuine affection, they're at a crossroads. Do they continue doing what they're used to doing or seeing? Or do they allow themselves and humble themselves to learn how to accept genuine affection? So the people trying to kill off your bloodline don't exactly know, and they're not willing to put the work in to be healthy, to receive genuine affection. But they want to basically get genuine affection. And that's why the females are more often, especially if they got children, are targeted to basically be left to basically not have any protection. Funny, ain't it though? Not really. But what you don't know is that the females in your genealogy bloodline are strong. That's why we got this. Another reason we got this five. Well, we got this five of spades here. Your bloodline is designed to protect themselves. So whoever's trying to kill your bloodline off, while they'll maliciously and viciously kill off the masculine, they'll try to basically pacify the females with abuse, especially if they single parents. So let's logically think. How did your bloodline go from being of greatness to basically accepting scraps? Your bloodline also understands how to naturally manifest and make their dreams come true. That's another reason why whoever's trying to kill your bloodline off is so obsessed with trying to keep you blind, deaf, and dumb to the artifacts that they have about your bloodline. Now, the fact that this King of Diamonds is showing itself, your bloodline is a warrior. But whoever is trying to kill off your bloodline, who feels your bloodline is basically a threat uh to their comfortability, because they understand if they're uncomfortable, they'll experience extinction. This is why they target the masculine. So basically, what I'm picking up here, your bloodline, the masculines that do, that have value to be able to create wealth and basically, make whoever's trying to kill your bloodline off, they'll use these masculines and abuse the hell out of these masculines. And these masculines might even bring that shit back home. Not understanding that whoever is basically viewing the masculine energy as supply, like, hey, you put my agenda out, I'll bless you with abundance. Your genealogy bloodline can manifest on its own. They don't need handouts and scraps. So a lot of, maybe your bloodline could be, when they get finances, they could be afraid of losing it, so they can become extremely violent. And this is something where We gonna keep it honest here. Don't tolerate that shit. We got the king of clubs here. Six of diamonds and the rules card. Whoever is targeting your bloodline is playing in some nasty, esoteric occult rituals. Okay, but right now, here it's funny. Here is how. This is one of the methods that they use to get access to your bloodline. They had to play nice. Now, what happens when your bloodline and when I remember I said earlier how they were like they didn't stop with that tiger energy. They didn't stop trying to get access to your bloodline to breed with them. They view your bloodline as bringing in income, keeping resources coming, and breeding. I'm gonna keep it honest. It is what it is. They started off by doing rituals that they had to stick to the script with in order to receive support. So whoever's targeting your bloodline, whether they do a ritual or not, they are relying on the help of your bloodline to keep going. So how this is showing up as those in your bloodline who remain blind, deaf, dumb, if they don't choose to heal toxic relationship patterns of abuse, anyone that they get with will experience abuse. Can you imagine? Let's talk about it. Can you imagine feeling like you met your equal partner, someone who seems to understand you? With this five of pentacles, with this five of diamonds here, yeah, this is showing itself. I got to talk about this as well. Let's talk about it. Coming from a background of struggle and poverty and getting into a relationship where you getting your ass abused. This is the people, this is whoever's trying to kill your bloodline off. This is the practice that they practice and they go to great lengths to hide it. With the three of hearts here and the seven of hearts. I feel like if this message is resonating, someone tell me it's resonating for a good chunk of you. With this ace of diamonds here, no, not diamonds. I don't know why I'm saying this. That's gonna come up for some reason. With this ace of spades here, I feel like if you are in a relationship and you're picking up on abusive tendencies that you may have while you're trying to basically reach a certain goal, get honest about belief systems that don't exactly benefit you in the long-term family goals that you have. For example, saying, she's my friend. We just friends. At the same time, you getting vibes that their friend want more from you than you can, wants more from you than they're willing to actually, put in. Or if you're working, if you have business partnerships with people who don't who aren't allowing their business skills to grow beyond the material, if they're not building the ethical practices that's needed to get their businesses off the ground, there's no reason you should feel indebted to have a business with someone. And all these toxic ass belief systems came from the people who have been trying to kill off your bloodline. Ooh, child. Hold on. All right. Let's keep going. Now we got the Jack of Diamonds and the Ten of Hearts. Now let's keep it honest here. If you're thinking you want to start a family, you're going to have more money than a Jack of Diamonds. That's how true it is. That's how true it is. I can't make this shit up. If you're thinking you want to start a family, you have to have more than a Jack of Diamonds, okay? Let's talk about it. That means if you're trying to get to the King of Pentacles or the Queen of Diamonds, you're going to have to put that work in. And if you have this unrealistic viewpoint that, okay, I'm going to manifest using, law of attraction, and it's going to come overnight, or it's going to come in a moon cycle, that ain't how that shit works. That's not how this shit works. It don't work that way. If you're thinking about having a 10 of hearts here, and if you understand that people are trying to kill off your bloodline, come on, let's keep it a buck. It don't matter how long it take you to get out of this Jack of Diamonds, you do it with integrity, not doing shiesty ass shit. Because if you do shiesty shit while being in the Jack of Diamonds energy, this is a business practices that you'll bring if in case you get a corporate job. In case you get if you get blessed with money and it's like, okay, I'm gonna basically expand my business. You're gonna do some shiesty ass shit, and eventually, whatever scandal is connected to whatever business you start, it's gonna come out, and once again, you're gonna be right back here to this Jack of Diamonds. And if you got mouths to feed, and you know you got people trying to kill off your bloodline, why would you endanger any unborn children or any children that you may currently have trying to get out of this Jack of Diamonds quickly? In fact, when you win a Jack of Diamonds, appreciate this. Here's why. Because when you win a Jack of Diamonds, you're able to kind of get a glimpse of what to expect as you climb the ladder of success. All right? This is when you in the Jack of Diamonds energy. You don't rush in the Ace of Clubs, in the Ace of Clubs energy, trying to fuck. That's creating soul ties with somebody that you could have a child with that you may not want to end up with. And I know I got two children from two different fathers. I'm speaking from experience. I'm humble enough to admit the wisdom that I have comes from experience. When you have children, you think differently, you act differently. So if you in a Jack of Diamonds energy, you form a friendship over time. It doesn't matter if you feel I'm in love with the person. They're the one for me. You make sure you stay focused on basically integrity fieldly climbing the ladder of success. So that if you are blessed with an opportunity, because someone can see that whatever it is you have, and some of you guys have niche markets out here, you want to be able to sustain that thing long term. Instead of being a business that, didn't build the quality internal skill sets to get through the tough times when the material resources weren't consistent, or when you're dealing with competitors. That's why, there used to be talk about this business failed within a year, this business failed within 5 years. You can't be planning to have a family and you not building internal skill sets to get out of the jack of diamonds. There's what I noticed in my external environment, a group of young men have been trying to make fast cash, and they've been slanging dick like it's neighborhood goods. And they're stressed out financially when it comes to having a relationship with their children. They don't know exactly how they're going to be able to, repair any damage that has been done due to not being around their children. And it's like they feel like they're pressured and rushed to have excess money, but the thing is they don't even know where they come from. So we got the king of spades. It don't matter how smart you are. I'm picking up on some people who are smart and intelligent beyond anything they can imagine, but at the same time they're in the jack of spades energy, not spades. I don't know why I said spades. At the same time, they're in the jack of diamonds energy. Come on, let's talk about it. They're in the jack of diamonds energy, and they think that their intelligence is going to get them off the ground. They think that their intelligence is basically going to basically be everything that they need to attract material support, personnel. They think they're in their it's like they think that their intelligence is going to basically have someone see their jack of diamonds and then they'll all of a sudden get blessed with a large amount of money. And then it's kind of like they'll be disappointed if they lose this shit. Now this five of clubs is showing itself. Now people in this energy who operate this way, they're willing to violently compete to get love romance offers while not actually understanding that if you slanging dick, you better have some money just in case a child comes. Now let's be honest about this thing. When two people feel that they like each other, they're gonna be curious about each other on deeper and deeper levels. And this is if you genuinely like somebody. So if the attraction leads to some type of sexual intimacy, there's gonna come a point where if you are using protection, you may decide not to use protection. And you gotta understand, a child can be developed. So this is where someone in the Jack of Diamonds energy will understand. Let me focus on making sure I'm learning the internal skills and forming a friendship with you so that if our attraction does expand beyond what it is now, and naturally, not somebody, using coercion and deception for it to go into that manner, we'll be financially prepared so that we don't have to deal with the stress of feeling like we're going to let our child down because we didn't financially prepare. And I've been in this situation. I take full accountability of not, being prepared with the two children I gave birth to. Okay? So, and I know what I said pissed somebody off. The war is showing up here. So, whoever is pissed off, do what you got to do. All right? Do what you got to do. Now we got the two of hearts and the six of diamonds. Plus the eight of spades is shown. Now, some people have been in the Jack of Diamonds energy, and let me explain that Jack of Diamonds energy. It's kind of like you have an idea, you invest into it, and you're like, okay, I'm good. Um, I finally got my idea out of my head, and I actually have a physical product. And this is where you got to come out and represent what you got going on. But I'm picking up on some people, they may be expecting, because they actually put the effort in, that other people have to automatically be oohing and awing and gushing over whatever they put out. And this is where it comes time to actually, to figure out who your target market is. Who is your product actually going to benefit? And it's kind of like, if they have any self-doubt issues, any insecurity issues, with the eight of spades here, this is where shiesty business activity can start showing up in the business. And it's kind of like, it will just be another business. And this is where these people that have these expectations, like, I'm putting effort into the business, I'm trying to get people interested, but they're not staying true to the original goal of the business. So this is where I'm picking up, and this could be connected to your bloodline. This is where, to get romance, but also to basically get support, these people will try to basically isolate anyone who shows that they fully support their business. Anyone who actually is genuinely interested in them, or they could have multiple romance offers, it is what it is. If their business isn't taking off the way they thought it should have, if they had analytics that it should have taken off at this time in this place, the logo looks good, why is no one stopping and looking at it? This is where they'll start expecting their business associates, or no, they'll start expecting to get and I don't know why I said business associates, that's gonna come up. They could even try to form romantic relationships with business associates in order to be able to get those business associates to basically share their piece of the pie with them. And it can seem as, and how romantic it looks to make it seem as if, oh my gosh, we met at work and we fell in love. I'm picking up, and some people can want to start relationships at work because it's easier to pick up on how these people move. It's easier to pick up on what resources these people have. It's easy to pick up on their work ethic, so you can see, okay, if I need help, this person will be there for me, but I also have to move a certain way. And this is very interesting, though, because these relationships it can seem like you sleeping with the enemy, bro. It's like when these relationships start off nice in the beginning, but then it's like the reality kicks in, and it's like, why am I giving you my resources? Why am I giving you my resources? And why am I made to feel guilty if I don't give you my resources? And this is where, to keep these people who have been conditioned to give them resources, they will mentally isolate these people. So these people who are being conditioned to be isolated will feel like, all I got is myself. I don't know how to get through this. And these relationships will be based off of sex at this point. And someone will continuously be giving to someone out of feeling obligated, because they'll feel they're in a romantic relationship, but literally someone is basically trying to isolate them and make them not trust themselves so they can continue to receive financial support. But because they're not actually doing the internal work to actually get out of their self-limiting beliefs, and because they're extremely smart, they'll be very frustrated in this 10 of spades energy, ready to just basically take their frustration out on their partners because they're still at square one. Now, while this may be unnoticeable, let's say for the first year, a partner will pick up on this shit 2 years come in. You know, the relationship can seem very intimate. Like we've been sharing, we've put our funds together and our finances together, and someone could be like, okay, that's a serious relationship. But at the end of the day, if you got a smart ass person whose 5 year plan or 1 year plan or 3 month plan or 6 month plan or 9 month plan or whatever plan they have has not yet reached where it wants to be, this is where somebody has to go back to the drawing board. This is where they need to be able to have open the partners that they're with who's funding their finances need to be able to say, hey, why haven't we, what do you feel needs to be changed? Also, I'm picking up on some people being fussy and bratty if you actually talk to them about, hey, something's not working here. Something is not working. What exactly is it that we can change? And I'll work through it with you. Or I know people that can help you get through it. And this is what I'm picking up on. Perhaps the people trying to destroy your bloodline, this is the way they think. Where they're willing to basically go into very shady business practices when failure kicks in with this 10 of spades here, and they're willing to try to sabotage people. And this is where we got the 5 of hearts and 7 of clubs coming in. And we haven't even used the secret society cards yet, but we're about to get into that. This is where someone's stuck in the Jack of Diamonds energy because they're choosing to not take the time to basically expand their consciousness instead of just viewing the material resources and not being grateful for what they have. And they're not able to meet their, goal plans. They can be easily triggered, you know, and feel as if they're being attacked. Their own failure is what they'll be battling inside, and they'll feel attacked if someone reminds them of how they're basically stuck in a place that doesn't feel good. So this is where if they have friends, they'll try to get their friends involved into trying to basically, we can do this. We can get some money coming in. So this could be something that's been plaguing your family your family, and this could be contributing to family disharmony. I feel like this message is for somebody. Let's talk about it. Okay, so this is where someone who is feeling defensive and feeling like a failure can team up with their friends and try and basically go above and beyond to convince their friends that they're like how they feel they're being targeted because emotions are being triggered, that they're the ones who are festering and cultivating. They'll try to target other people and work with people. And also finances could be exchanged here, especially if you partnering up with friends. So I'm picking up, and this message is about genealogy, but I'm also picking up on gang stalking. The gang stalkers have a lot of grief and sadness. So this is where the reason I feel this is coming up, because this could be talking about how people want to basically prepare to have a 10 of hearts lifestyle, but they're not actually doing what they need to do to basically get that the right way. They're trying to get quick fucking money. Basically, what I'm picking up on, if someone has a child, if someone has a child on the way, if someone's actively building a family with somebody, they ain't gonna be able to keep, they're not gonna be able to have a happy relationship with their child because that guilty conscience of what they actually are doing to have finances coming in is gonna come in and and ruin that relationship with their child. And it's all because they're choosing not to take the time to build their business with integrity. So this is where, people could use their friends that they treat like narcissists treat supply to help them get away with community gang stalking. And this is where, if you're lucky enough, you'll be able to find paper trails of this shit. Now, this has been done differently in different generations and eras. But being that we're in 2023 when this video is being filmed, you can basically find paper trails or documentations of gang stalker associations via via apps, Cash App, PayPal, all types of shit. So if anyone is doing, let's say doing an investigation and you're trying to find out with paper documents, or is there like a money trail? The money trail will be, if you're looking to find somebody doing shady business deals, the money trail is in their Cash App, PayPal, whatever they use, any apps. Because with that King of Swords I picked up, as intelligent as they definitely are technology advanced. They like their technology. So be mindful though that if you decide to do this, they're gonna try to protect their assets by any means necessary. So they might be connected to they I don't know if they can yeah. And this is this message is connected to someone's bloodline. Or someone, this could be the person trying to basically kill your bloodline. The one that, like, all this information I'm describing, there could be someone trying to kill your bloodline off who is basically maneuvering where there's documentation that you can track who they're connected to when it comes to gang stalking. I feel like whoever's trying to kill your bloodline off with learn and type of game standing out here, you can figure out passcodes to their what's it called? Their the apps connected to their money accounts based off the games they like to play. They also might definitely be into the esoteric, so I would advise you guys wear your black tourmaline, wear some grounding crystals, because this person will probably more than likely try to use their abilities to basically it, they into the esoterics, okay? They'll try to basically pull some wool over the eyes type shit. It is what it is. It is what it is. You know what I'm saying? But if you got somebody doing that, don't fear that they're into the esoteric shit. Basically, wear your black crystals and their password. Damn, somebody need this information. Is connected to the type of games they like to play. Somebody needed to hear this information. This could, if this is not something that's going on in your family generation, this could be someone trying to kill your generation off. Like I feel they're trying to physically harm you with this blood here. It keeps standing out. Ain't it pretty? Ain't it pretty? Very realistic. This the person trying to kill your bloodline off. And what I just described, how they're going about doing it, how it got to that point, it's silly as fuck. So I feel like rest assured that everything's going to be okay. This situation will be put to an end. This the person trying to kill your bloodline off. And the reason that they're doing this is because unrequited romance. That's kind of weird, don't you think? Why would you yeah, I get it now. Okay, so all this is making sense. Let's do a recap. Remember how I mentioned to you somebody has access to information about your bloodline that you can know little to nothing about? They try to force a relationship with you for business purposes, but you would have had to conform to what they wanted. Now this person is extremely entitled, so the way they went, it's like they felt like you rejecting them. They took it personal. So there is actually evidence of their financial habits that can basically show that they are connected to community gang stalking due to unrequited love, because they basically try to force, it's like they try to force a relationship on you. So perhaps this could be something that has taken place in your family. Take what resonates, but at the same time, this is also the actions of the person trying to get access, like trying to basically take out your family bloodline. Well, damn. Let's get some advice. What does the art of war say? I'm excited. I'm excited, mate. I think I found a new discovery. Offer an olive branch and work fast and tidily. Before you go to war over a trivial thing, consider the cost of doing so. Sun Tzu made it very clear that war, even if successful, is costly. If you keep your temper, it is most likely that they will keep theirs. However, if a fight breaks out, keep your temper anyway. Fighting does not end fighting. Fighting is ended by making up. Give them an opportunity to stop the fight. So something would stop the fight is standing out here. Sun Tzu said, captured soldiers should be kindly treated and kept. So I feel like this person, in their mentality, they're thinking, if you give yourselves to them, they'll stop fighting you. But logically, if you get with them, they'll start fights if you don't think the way they want you to think. Very interesting. Then we have work fast and tidily. Once you have started a job or project, pull all your focus onto it to make sure you complete it as quickly as possible. Give yourself a deadline and make sure you complete it within that time frame so it doesn't impinge on other things that you need to do. Sun Tzu said, "Let your rapidity be that of the wind, your compactness be that of the forest." I feel like this person is on a time crunch. They were supposed to, it's kind of like have they it's like they thought they could get you to surrender to them in a time frame. And now they might be trying to stop this thing that they started because it's gotten completely out of control. That's what I'm picking up. Then we have preparation is power and friendship makes you rich beyond measure. So automatically I'm picking up on this person doesn't really consider their friends as, human beings. They're thinking, how can I get money off of you? But anyway, with preparation is power. Whatever you do in life, it is essential to make a plan. All plans should begin with a careful assessment of all the circumstances involved. The point of this is the information this process will give you. Ask around, get help from the appropriate people. Arming yourself with the relevant intel will allow you to alter your plans accordingly. Sun Tzu said, "He will win who, prepared himself, waits to take the enemy unprepared." And what is a friend? A friend is someone special in your life. Someone you know warts and all. This person tried to basically have you unprepared by starting a frenemy dynamic with you. Interesting. A friend knows that you are not perfect and that you don't agree on everything all the time, but you still love each other. We can look up the word friendship in the dictionary, but the meaning is really only known in our hearts. This person wanted you to let your guard down around them. They try to start a frenemy dynamic with you. Sun Tzu said, "We cannot enter into alliance with neighboring princesses until we are acquainted with their designs. We are not fit to lead an army on a march unless we are familiar with the face of the country, its mountains and forests, its pitfalls and precipices, its marshes and swamps." So I feel like you became aware of this person's um, actual intentions toward you, and this person really tried to force some type of friendship on you despite it. And they tried to appear a certain way that they weren't to get you to lower your guard down. Desperate. Let's get another one. Know yourself and know your partner, and also argue with respect. Self awareness is an essential part of a happy life. Without it, your choices of life partner, for example, will be based solely on instinct or gut feeling. Examine your thoughts, beliefs, and feelings to help you understand your strengths and weaknesses, which will help you understand other people's. With greater understanding comes better communication and a great chance for your relationship to thrive. So this person didn't like to actually be healthy when their weaknesses were triggered, and this could be due to something that they were taught in childhood to hide their weakness, and they could have suppressed the emotions that were connected to their weaknesses being triggered. That subconsciously it comes out in a manner where it's extremely toxic. That's why it's kind of they took it personal when a certain goal wasn't reached with you. Sun Tzu said, "If you know the enemy and know yourself, you need not fear the result of 100 battles." This person tried to tire you the fuck out. They was consistent in trying to get you to see from their perspective. So whatever their childhood was like, there could have been an aggressive energy, a female or a male, that would basically start wars with them so that they could view their perspective. If you know yourself but not the enemy, for every victory gained, you will suffer a defeat. If you know neither the enemy nor yourself, you will succumb in every battle. This person thought they truly knew you, though. Yeah, they I feel like with the two of clubs and the four of spades, I feel like this situation is going to be put to rest. And I feel like just become more aware of who you are. With argue with respect. If both parties can remain respectful of one another during an argument, then the resolution will be something worth having. A serious argument can end in the destruction of a relationship, leaving devastation for both the defeated and the conqueror. An authentic victory is a victory over aggression, one that respects the enemy and renders further conflict unnecessary. Sun Tzu said, in the practical art of war, the best of all is to take the enemy's country whole and intact. I feel like this person try to basically they try to disconnect you from anything and everything. It's like they wanted you to um it's like they try to separate you from any and everything so that you would appear to not know who you are. It's like, even if you have scars, or if you have some type of distress, being whole and intact shows that you know how to handle stress well. And I feel like this person tried to basically um like take aspects of you from yourself, or try to disconnect you from yourself so you would appear to not know who you are. And it's like they wanted to leave you like a wounded dog, um who gave up on life because they didn't think any help would come. To shatter and destroy is not so good. So, two, it is better to recapture an army entire than to destroy it. To capture a regiment, a detachment, or a company entire than to destroy them. This person tried to destroy you, and they ended up destroying themselves. They really thought they knew you, though. Ooh, child. Someone needed to hear that message. I don't know. But yeah, this person is aware of aspects of your bloodline that you may not be aware of. So this person wanted to capitalize off of the benefits that come with your bloodline. They may be more into they may have more information than you. They may have a deeper interest into this thing than they may show. But this person wanted to benefit off of whatever came with being connected to you. And we'll get one more last message, and then we're gonna close this reading out. Jack of Hearts, Nine of Clubs, and Eight of Hearts. I feel like this person had abandonment issues, and I feel like you could have closed the cycle out with this person with the Eight of Hearts. I feel like this person really could have like tried, like their efforts to destroy you made you stronger with the Nine of Clubs. But they also wanted you to they wanted you to think that you would always be left behind. Cuz however they felt when you left them, for whatever reason that you left them for, they wanted you to feel just as bad as they felt. So with this Jack of Spades, and I picked up the Jack of Diamonds because I feel their efforts to destroy you kept them in the Jack of Diamonds. Their efforts to harm you kept them in the Jack of Diamonds because they put so much effort into harming you because of unrequited love. And also this person tried to I feel they treated love like a tattoo. So this person wanted you to get used to suffering. This is how bad they emotionally felt, and they didn't actually take the time to learn how to healthily express disappointment of unrequited love. you are actually have someone that you will, end up in a healthy relationship with, but this person has been negatively trying to interfere with it to the point where this person has been trying to convince you that you will be abandoned or you won't meet an energy compatible partner. But that's a lie. This person is aware that you have like a healthy love interest. This is desperate. Basically, this person wanted you to feel just as bad as they did. So they tried to destroy you and it made you into a warrior. Real shit. This person um wanted to basically uh they wanted to end your bloodline. It's like I'm picking up, they didn't want you having children with anyone else. They didn't want, if you have children with them, they, if you don't have children, they didn't want you to have any children or a child with anyone else. If you already didn't have children. You know what I'm saying? So this person definitely, they put time and effort into, basically it's like whatever effort they put into trying to get access to you, and there was a time limit and time's running out if it has not already run out. They wanted to get access to you in a certain time. That's why they thought if they tired you the fuck out. And they also use esoteric shit to do it as well. They thought you would be easy putty. This person had access to resources to have information about you. Now, if they actually have artifacts connected to your like your bloodline that you may know little to nothing about, if they can't afford it, they got it from someone who has the finances to afford it. So there's a timeline that they were supposed to meet that they're not quite meeting. It's like they wanted to do it by a certain time, a certain ritual, something of that nature. We did have the king of clubs show up, remember? Basically, what I'm putting together here is someone has been doing illegal research on you, violating your privacy. This could also be something that has happened in your bloodline as well that you may not be aware of. And you may be breaking that generational curse of allowing people like that into your life. Um, but the person that's trying to destroy your bloodline, time's running out if it has not already run out. And this situation will be put to rest. That's all I feel led to say. Let's cleanse the energy. Love, peace, and happiness, you guys.